wanted to talk about freedom in life today because it's something that I think is considered very highly valuable to a lot of intelligent people and a lot of people that actually have taken the time to start building themselves in some capacity. Freedom to me is indicated best by an anime character, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and it is a way of being that essentially does not take into account the opinions of people that we perceive to be stronger than us. So, how do we get to a point in life where freedom isn't just something that we have momentarily, but something that we exhibit, something that we show others is an essential part of life? I believe, first and foremost, it is achieved by not caring too much what other people think. What other people think will always mask our truer intentions in life. I think it's very easy to get lost in comparison. It's very easy to get lost in assuming that people have it better than us. I think the more difficult thing is to actually enjoy the life that we're living. And how do we do that is really just based on our individual prowess in our life. It's based on whether or not we spend the time to go and make those opportunities for ourselves, whether or not we're learning the right things to utilize those opportunities, whether or not we go and explore and spend the effort to go and learn new things. I think that novelty in life, to some degree, is what we're looking for as human beings, and is a massive part of being free. Freedom comes in a lot of different forms too, right? You can have financial freedom, you can have the freedom to go and love as you wish, you can have the freedom to move as you wish, you can have spiritual freedom, sexual freedom. But I personally want all of it. And the sure shot way that I can always think of to get that in my life is making as much money as I possibly can. But also, the irony of having freedom is living a much more disciplined life. Because then I will have the time to actually make the decisions. So I'm working on a couple of different projects, which I'm sure will accumulate over time. A lot of seeds planted, a lot of people to hold accountable, and a lot of people that hold me accountable. And what I'm consistently looking for is those pockets of time that I can say to myself, wow, Tarab, like you've done the work to earn this, or not even, or this is just fallen upon you by virtue of the person that you are becoming. I'm headed to a conference tomorrow at Ty Lopez's mansion, and I was thinking a lot about, what does it mean to stand alongside and converse with people that I want to be like? Will I be starstruck? Will I be egotistical? Will I try my very hardest to be perceived as something that I am not? And this question of freedom came up, and the way that I see it is, it's so much better at any echelon of life or any sort of power in life to come across someone that is genuinely a pleasant human being to be around. And though those pleasantries may not always net in a phenomenal financial gain, it will net in a gain, like one more point towards having faith in humanity. And so when I think of the circle that I want in my life, it necessarily is going to be composed of people that are free, but are also very well intentioned for more than just themselves, are very well intentioned for their teams, their families, the people that work for and alongside them, perhaps even the people that they work for. And so when I was this apprehension, this anxiousness, this excitement that comes across us when we're put into a situation where perhaps we can be the outsider. Perhaps we have the opportunity to break through our outsider's bias. I think the deepest part of us that needs to consistently be really nurtured is the part of us that is free. It's my personal belief that when you've put in the effort and when you've formed a philosophy that allows you to wake up and stay calm and go to sleep and stay calm and experience the little beauties in life, that you have probably done more work than most people. Meaning the anxieties and the stress in life really is kept at a baseline level that makes everything else a lot easier to interpret and actually enjoy. And so as I approach this event, I'm going to be in a completely different state, completely different environment around, I don't know, I assume very nice, powerful people. You know, there's a tendency to want to act as these people act, but I think the most powerful in the room will just necessarily act different, and I think they will act different by virtue of having freedom. So that's what I'm gonna try to do when I go over there. Obviously, there are certain people that I'm looking for. There are certain contracts that would be great to have, certain partnerships that would be great to have, certain information that would be great to have. I have lists of those things, and I'm going to continue to grow that out. But in terms of just the way that I am, the way that I present myself, I don't think I need to overthink it. And I would encourage you that if you've spent the time to build your social skills and your network and your values, whatever it is, try to be the most authentic version of yourself. And the world will genuinely bring along the opportunities that you've always been waiting for. It's worked so far for me, and I'm assuming it's going to work so far for everyone else. Perhaps watching this video, and perhaps people that you know what I'm talking about. You know the freedom that you're looking for in life and how to create that consistently. Take advantage of the liberties, you know? I find myself sometimes thinking also about just how long and how short life is. Right? We have this tendency to believe that our days are infinite as human beings. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to go to bed, and everything does die, and we really don't know when. So instead of, you know, you only live once being this kind of quotation of living a hedonistic life and enjoying everything, I only live once, so I'm going to try as hard as I possibly can. And that means that if I show up to an event that I've paid for and there's going to be people there that might be of value to me, it would behoove me to be ready for it. It would behoove me to be prepared. You fall to your highest level of preparation. It would also behoove me to probably show the thing in my character and my personality that most people don't have. Perhaps a childish exuberance, perhaps a curiosity for people. Whatever it is, I'm looking forward to this opportunity to break into perhaps a new circle of success, a new paradigm perhaps of what it means to have partnerships. And as I continue to have conversations with more business partners and people that value the missions that I have and building my team, you know, I'm starting to realize, listen, you don't have to have it all figured out. You really don't. In fact, no one has it all figured out. We have parts and pieces that make a lot more sense. We have, you know, vague understanding of how we want to be perceived, I suppose. But other than that, I mean, day by day, year by year, Nothing's figured out. And so I say to you all of this to practice freedom in your life. In some capacity, to practice the ability to express your truest self. And I think by doing that, you will attract what it is that you wish to see. You will find what you seek. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. Take care of yourself. Peace.